What I'm holding right here in my hands is an original document. This was printed on November 28th, 1829. This is a Niles Weekly Register. And remember, this came out at a time when the press and the media was not as controlled as it is today. So researchers and journalists were able to put this kind of information out there. And the info contained herein suggests that the Rothschilds purchased Jerusalem and they had big plans in store for that landmass. So I'm just going to pick up the camera here and we'll read this to you. Alright guys, so this is the paper in question. This is a Niles Weekly Register. And bear in mind, this was printed in 1829. Unbelievable that they were able to put this kind of information out there back then, but as we said, they weren't as controlled as we are today. So, let's have a look at what they had to say here. I'm going to very carefully open this up because, as I said, this is an original document from 1829. And here is the article. I'll read it to you now. Jerusalem. There is a report that the Rothschilds have purchased Jerusalem. We see nothing improbable that, in the pecuniary distress of the Sultan, he should sell some part of his dominions to preserve the rest, or that the Rothschilds should purchase the ancient capital of their nation. They are wealthy beyond desire, perhaps even avarice, and so situated is quite reasonable to suppose that they may seek something else to gratify their ambitions that shall produce most important effects. If secured in the possession, and which may be brought about by money, they might instantly, as it were, gather a large nation together, soon to become capable of defending itself and having a wonderful influence over the commerce and the conditions of the East, rendering Judea again the place of a deposit of the large portion of the wealth of the ancient world. To the Sultan, the contrary is of no great value, but in the hands of the Jews, directed by such men as the Rothschilds, what might it not become, and in a short period of time? The Sultan is in great difficulty. Baron Rothschild was proceeding to Constantinople, and a second rebuilding of the temple is not among some of the most strange things expected in these strange times by some of the Jews. So there you have it, folks. The Rothschilds purchased Jerusalem, and as has been confirmed in this recent interview, they also formed the nation of Israel as we know it today. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section below. It's pretty interesting stuff, especially when you consider that the reformation of Israel as a nation was foretold in the Bible. This was written about even as much as 3,500 years ago. So are the Rothschilds just playing on that, or what do you think is going on here?